Don't tell me. Red Skull's plans for Wundagore monorail.
Close. Red Skull dug them back in World War II, but where they go, well, we're not sure. Yet.
There are some hints in Crossbone's data that a few of the tunnels might even be older.
How much do we trust Crossbone's data?
I trust it enough to investigate and launch reconnaissance. Up for a little smash and grab, Logan?
Ah, I see where this is going. It's a cannonball special. Except that you're throwing me at a whole mountain.
We know you're strong enough to take it.
Want in on the action, Steve?
Negative. I need to poke around Crossbone's hard drive. There's still encryption I can't crack.
Maybe it's spicy love letters from Crossbones to Sin? She's Red Skull's daughter or granddaughter or something. Anyone sharing a family tree with Red Skull is bad news. Dating Crossbones is proof of that pudding.
That's right. I wonder what kind of murder sonnets those two deranged lovebirds wrote to each other. But while it would make some titillating nightmare fuel, we have bigger fish to fry.
And it's a big old doozy of a fish. Something called Project Gottmorder.
Based on my limited German, that sounds promising.
Agreed. Only it could be nothing. Red Skull doled out fancy names left and right. I think the answer's here, in Crossbone's data.
What we do know is that these tunnels go somewhere. And Hydra's hiding something. Something potentially big.
Well, that's more context than I normally get for potential suicide missions. Into the Hydra nest we go. Hope you're not afraid to get dirty, Hunter. If we're really going into those tunnels underneath Mount Wundagore, get ready for some good old-fashioned grime and slime.
Are you saying the Red Skull did not value comfort?
The guy was a Nazi whose head was the color of an inflamed big toe. I doubt he was trucking in lacy throw pillows down there.
I will adjust my expectations.
The map we have is pretty loose, but luckily, you're gonna have me leading the way. So don't worry about getting stuck or lost.
If you are confident you know where to go, then I will be right there beside you.
Smart, Hunter. Real smart. Trust me and we'll get in and out of there before Hydra knows what's up.
With any luck, we will learn the Skull's secrets quickly.
Yeah, it'll be good to see what the old bonehead was up to.
You talk as though you knew him.
It's not like we traded punches or anything, but I was in Canadian intelligence during the war. The Skull was definitely on our radar. As nasty as you'd expect. Obsessed with the occult.
And this Project Gottmorder?
That's new to me. Hopefully it lives up to its name. I'd hate to go all the way down there and find out it's just a regular old mortar.
Your jokes are mortaring me, Logan.
Whoa, nice German humor, Hunter. If I had a hat on, I'd tip it to you right now.
Danke.
Whatever it is, I hope we can get it out of there. I don't want to spend more time in those tunnels than I have to.
On that, we can agree.
Well, what are we waiting for? Let's go. I tell you, there's nothing better than a bunch of spooky tunnels.
Any option that causes disruption for Lilith is a boon to us. Hello, Hunter.
Is there something I can help you with? You are looking at me funny.
Was I? Huh. You read me so well. I was just thinking about how much you remind me of Lilith when she was young.
You have never really spoken of her before.
I guess I don't like to dredge up old memories, especially the painful ones.
What was my mother like when she was younger?
Better than me, that was for sure. She was the brave one, kind and courageous. Everyone loved her. Me most of all. So you can imagine how hard it was for me when she sold her soul.
I am so sorry you went through that. Losing a sister could not have been easy.
It wasn't. But I imagine it must be harder for you. I lost a sister, but you lost your mother.
I was just a baby when it happened.
Still, I know it affects you. She had everything going for her. Everything. Beauty, brains, talent, compassion. She could have done anything, and she just threw it all away for power. What a waste. We should have been a family.
I suppose we have each other.
Yes, yes, we do. And for now, that is enough.
Hunter, got any concerns? You're headed into unsecured tunnels beneath Mount Wundagore with Wolverine as your guide. I'd understand if you've got some worries.
Considering the Red Skull connection, I am surprised you will not be leading us.
Normally, I would be leading the charge. Unfortunately, I need to keep working to decode the rest of the drive.
If Crossbones intended for you to be there, it may be better that you are not.
I'm not one to hide from a fight, but I appreciate you and Logan looking out for me, Hunter.
What was Logan saying about someone named Sin?
Ah, yes. She's a member of Red Skull's family. I've tangled with her a few times. She's a chip off the old block. Minus the giant red skull, of course.
Do you think she knows about this Project Gottmortar?
I have no doubts. I caught her trying to raid a museum for some of Red Skull's artifacts. If Crossbones was going to give his intel to anyone besides Lilith, it would have been her.
But he did not. He gave it to you.
Right. And that leaves us little choice. If we don't find this Project Gottmortar, it's only a matter of time before Sin does. Good luck out there.
How can this be? It seems we have been walking in circles for hours.
It's been 20 minutes. Relax. We're close.
You said that after your last sniff.
And I was right. If this is supposed to be an ambush, I've seen better.
Ambush? This is a slaughter.
No kidding. They were trying to get inside that vault. I don't believe in coincidences. Which means...
Project Gottmortar.
I'd bet my life on it.
So did they.
Guess Hydra just dropped a rung or two on the bad guy food chain.
Maybe so. Still, this Lilin feels different somehow. Feral.
You sniff that out?
We can debate the hows and whys later. Get that vault open before more of these things show up.
Too late for that.
I'd say we found your god killer.
An old Enigma lock. Hang on. I think I might be able to decipher the sequence.
Got your decoder ring right here.
Great. Dollars to donuts, that alarm still leads somewhere.
Let's not stick around to find out. The hell you waiting for, kid? This way.
Crossbones command ship.
You gotta be kidding me.
The Temple of Cthulhu.
talking about. Better brace yourselves.
This is why we enter the code.
Running out of options here.
And space.
One chance, Hunter. Return with me to Mother, and I will spare what remains of your friends.
Man, I miss the torn purple pants days.
It may be our only chance.
That ain't a chance, kid. It's a monster. So come on, ugly. Let's finish this.
Finish this, Logan. Yes, I will!
Hunter, come to the forge when you can. It's urgent.
Okay, cut the bull, Stark. I know you've got some kind of Hulkbuster up your sleeve. Let's have it.
Well, as a matter of fact, I do have some Hulkbuster armor back in one of my warehouses, but it's only a stopgap.
When I woke up this morning, the Red Skull was the furthest thing from my mind. Yet now it seems he's a key player, even from beyond the grave.
In my experience, the grave is but a way station, not a destination.
Every time I think I've got my mind wrapped around this conflict, I get thrown a curveball.
Finding that artifact beneath Mount Wundagore destabilized me as well.
Here's hoping Strange can figure out what exactly this God Killer is. If the Red Skull had it, then it's nothing good, I'm sure.
Earlier, you mentioned the Red Skull was drawn to the occult?
Like a fly to a rotting carcass. How much do you know about World War II?
I did not realize there was a World War I.
I'll just sum it up. Red Skull was a man whose ambition knew no limits. And when our world didn't give him enough, he looked beyond it for even more power.
A very dangerous man indeed.
And we're all safer that he's no longer among the living.
I think the world is safer because you are here protecting it, not because this Red Skull is gone.
I'm just one man, Hunter. It's all of us together that keeps the world safe. That includes you, Tony, Caretaker. Even the ghosts around here do their part.
I wonder how the Red Skull came to share my mother's obsession with Chthon anyway.
Oh, I'm sure he tried to find your mother to help him. All part of his Project Gutmortar.
My mother never would have allowed him to share her power.
Well, I don't think he got that blade just to put it under glass, if you know what I mean.
He planned to use it all right.
Now we just need to figure out why Crossbones wanted me to have it. Whatever the Red Skull wanted with that weapon, it wasn't good.
Thank you for coming, Hunter. I need to talk to you about the artifact from the Red Skull's vault. The occult emanations coming from this God Killer are unlike anything I have ever encountered.
When I gripped it, I saw a face. The face of Chthon.
Yes, I suspected as much. The darkness I sense here is beyond the realm of mortals. It's no surprise Red Skull was seeking that level of power. This is more than just an artifact. But whatever it is could represent a change in the direction of our battle against Lilith.
Perhaps we should not study it anymore. Maybe we should find another vault beneath the earth and bury it there, safe from everyone and everything.
I admire your sense of protection for humanity. They have no idea how to react to the forces we are currently dealing with. Power like this will never allow itself to be tossed away. It will be found one way or another. I think the safest option is to keep it here in the forge for a bit longer, at least until I've had a chance to study it more. I don't think anyone should handle it until we know what it is for sure.
Very well. And how long do you think that will take?
Well, I think the world will be ending soon, so hopefully before that. I need to consult my grimoires. Check back with me when you can.
What's troubling you, Sarah? The hilt of the God Killer. It looks familiar.
What do you mean?
I don't know how to say this, but it looks like it's made of the same material as Hunter's collar.
The same material? Sarah, the collar we created is made of orichalcum, the metal of Atlantis.
I know. It sounds crazy.
Have Strange examine the thing. Because if it is, Sarah...
I know, Agatha. I'll see what I can do.
What is this about the God Killer?
The hilt. It looks a lot like the metal your collar is forged from.
Orichalcum? How can that be?
I'm not sure it is. It's just a hunch. Strange should examine it, see if my hunch is right. Because if it is, the God Killer might be our best shot at taking my sister's life, putting an end to all this madness.
Is that not what we all want? An end to this?
There's only 2.5 members of the Blood left in all creation, Hunter. When we defeat her, my only sister will be dead, and our kind will be nearly extinct.
I know this is hard, Sarah. But life as we know it will become extinct if we do not take hers.
I'm just sorry that the burden keeps falling to you. You must kill your own mother again. That must be incredibly difficult for you.
It is just my destiny.
A tragic destiny.
Tragic for me, but a happily ever after scenario for everyone else. And that is all that matters.
I fear sometimes I raised you to be too self-sacrificing.
You raised me to fight for the greater good.
Perhaps we shouldn't get ahead of ourselves too much. We're not even sure the handle of that blade is made of orichalcum.
Strange will find out.
Make sure he does.
Feeling good today, girl.
Always on the hunt, right?
We found the most effective way to control Hulk was Banner himself. There is no better failsafe.
And now that Banner's gone screwy, nothing, no plan for when things got really tough?
There are always plans, Logan. Sending him off-world, perhaps?
Outer space? That's really the best you could come up with?
I don't see you coming up with anything better.
I'm raising the warning now. When the time comes and we don't have an easy solution, I'm ready to take the hard path, and you'd better be prepared to follow me.
I have lots to talk about. Too much.
I've squared off against Hulk a lot of times over the years. None of them were pretty.
Dr. Banner used to be the upside to the Hulk.
They're both a complicated guy. Guys, whatever. Hulk messed me up a bunch of times, but
but a demon queen twisting Dr. Banner's genius, loosening his darkest impulses, and enabling him to perform torturous experiments. That's something none of us have seen. Except me.
It's always the science-y quiet ones that inflict the most damage.
I'll drink to that. As we say in Transia, to our shared pain.
Did I ever tell you about the time a Hulk tore me in half?
This sounds like a story I cannot pass up.
I was in the path of a Category 5 Hulk smash storm. Big Green pulled me apart like it was wing night at his favorite pub, and I was the chicken.
Well, that sounds absolutely horrible.
Then Hulk threw my legs 4 miles away from the rest of me.
What?
Up a snow-covered mountain. Had to claw my way to him.
How did you survive?
That lovely, forceful bisection put my healing factor to the test. Had to find my legs by their scent. My scent, if you catch my drift.
As long as Lilith controls the Hulk, we are at a disadvantage.
Yep, and we're sorely lacking in the Hulk killer department.
I volunteer you, Wolverine.
We all know what's gonna happen, Hunter. Doesn't mean I gotta be eager about it. Well, no matter what, we are sorely lacking in the Hulk killer department. Anytime someone wants my opinion, it means we're really screwed.
Remind me not to brainstorm with you anymore.
Makes sense. I'm more of a claws out kind of guy. Anyway, glad you enjoyed our little Hulk survivors group. We'll meet again if we survive him next time.
After seeing Banner's soul twisted under Lilith's control, I see why Bruce used to doubt himself so much. He mistrusts the green brute because deep inside, Banner doesn't trust himself. Another thing he and I have in common.
There is still hope for Banner.
Yes, there is always hope. But do you think it's possible I'll ever see Bruce Banner in the same way ever again?
You know that was not Banner, right? Same as it was not you, Wanda Maximoff, who devastated the Sanctum Sanctorum?
Point taken, Hunter. I owe Bruce the same kindness I've been shown here at the Abbey. I do believe I can forgive him. Forgetting, however.
You are not alone, Wanda. When the time comes, we will face your demons, our demons, together.
Thank you, Hunter. That gives me some strength.
How's it going, boss? This should be interesting. Sometimes, I even impress myself. I'm here if you need me.
We'll get started right away. Until next time.
Let's see if you're as good as they say.
If you can beat Carol in a straight fight, I'll let you skip training. Good luck with that. All right then.
Always a pleasure.
What's shaking, Bacon?
I'm here if you need me.
Give me a sec. Okay, what's up? Genius inventor strikes again. If this thing behind me turns into a giant gateway to ancient Egypt, I'm quitting. If you find more coil, send it my way.
Why are you smiling?
Because you're dead. Hangman.
Damn it.
No offense, Hunter, but you suck. I couldn't have come up with an easier answer.
The irony of a Dampier telling me that I suck is not lost on me, Eric.
Hey, keep it down or this game isn't the only thing you'll be losing tonight.
Is that why you brought me here? To tell me how much I suck at parlor games?
Actually, I'm here to tell you how much you don't suck. You're turning out to be one of my favorite people, and I don't like people.
What about Captain Danvers? Is she not your favorite person?
I don't know her as well as you. Been a while since I've had someone to lean on who handles their inner demons with as much swagger as you do. You remind me of this guy I used to work with, Hannibal King. He knew how to walk the line between good and evil without falling off, not unlike you.
Hannibal? What a villainous name. Did he actually dine on people?
No, man. I mean, he was a vampire, but not the worst of them. Turned out to be someone decent. We worked together to track down the vamp who killed my mother, Deacon Frost. He didn't have to help me, but he did. Proves that even the baddest of the bad can still have a heart, even if it's not beating. Resisting succumbing to your own darkness takes a shitload of willpower. I'm proud of you for resisting yours. Just don't fall off the wagon.
What happens if I do?
Then I'll just have to kill you, just like I killed my mentor Jamal.
You never told me what happened with that.
Well, here's the abridged version. Dracula turned Jamal into a Class A Nosferatu, and I had no choice but to put him down. Hardest thing I ever had to do. But mark my words, Hunter. If you ever go 100% evil on me, I won't think twice about taking you out too.
I would do the same for you, you know.
What do you mean?
If you ever became a danger to others, I would stake you in a heartbeat.
Well, let's hope it never comes down to that. Already lost enough friends that way. Don't want to lose another.
Then here's to not killing each other.
I'll drink to that. Oh, and Hunter, this blood's for you.
I think I got under Magic's skin. This morning, she tossed all the cherry yogurt off the cliff.
Why?
She heard I liked cherry yogurt.
I meant, why would she do that?
I told her twice to keep a log of every time she opens a portal. She hasn't. I may have been brisk with her the third time.
Get Magic's input, tell her the problem, and ask her to help you solve it.
Yeah, thought it might be that. Asking for help doesn't come easy. I'm usually the one giving the orders. But that's not how the Midnight Suns work. You're all peers, and you first among them. I'll try it your way. Enough about that. Don't worry about the two of us beefing over yogurt. My favorite is actually the key lime.
Who prefers cherry?
Tony. He spent the morning investigating. I heard him ask Strange if ghosts eat yogurt. You can't let him know it was magic. I need to see how his hunt for the yogurt ghost plays out.
Hunter?
Ileana.
What? Oh, sorry. I was off somewhere else, thinking about my brother.
You have a brother?
Yes, Piotr. He's older, very protective. He wanted to come here with me, but... no, this part of my life isn't for him.
It is nice that he cares so much.
You'd think so, but this is more about his guilt than my safety. Piotr blames himself for not protecting me in the past. Now he sees me as some fragile bird.
That is not fair to you. You are one of the Midnight Suns, and a formidable one at that. He must see that you can protect yourself.
You don't know Piotr. To say he's immovable would be an understatement. Anyway. Thank you for talking. It is good to get out of my mind once in a while.
I almost sent my astral form to cover more ground.
That means you were trying to ghost me?
I caution against speaking in modern vernacular as it rapidly evaporates from the pool of youthful lexicon. Then magic will say you are uncool.
Unfathomable. According to magic, we are besties now.
Ah, yes. Our last conversation afforded me valuable insight into my current state of being. Your continued confidence and honesty with me have rekindled some of my own belief in myself.
Together we stand against the unraveling of our reality. You are our greatest asset.
I appreciate the vote of confidence, but it is not warranted. You, Hunter, initiated a chain reaction that leads Earth's salvation simply by being you.
I will light a beacon every step of the way.
The doubt never crossed my mind. You have my gratitude, Hunter.
Perhaps the Sorcerer Supreme could conjure me up an ice cream cone?
Due to Stark's contractual obligations, I can only offer Avengers-themed flavors. Nobody needs the caloric marvel that is Hulka burning love. A single scoop is a meal unto itself. Hunter, no matter what the outcome of our struggle is, you have not given up on me. That is a bond that carries beyond words and worlds.
This lifestyle of ours, you know, hunting the forces of darkness. How do you like it?
I'm not sure like is the proper word, but it has got some unique challenges. For instance, a perk are the allies and friends we meet.
Glad you said that. There are too many lone wolves out there. It's good to rely on others every once in a while.
But when we must go at it alone, it is best to have an impressive arsenal like yours.
I've spent decades experimenting and putting it together. Any of them interest you?
Ever improvised a weapon? And I'm not talking snapping a broomstick in two.
In our line of work, everybody gets caught off guard at some point. And don't dismiss broomsticks. They make great stakes. But the weapon I'm most proud of was a sword made of paper.
How does that work?
I took a book of spells, don't remember which one, and made a papier-mâché sword out of the pages. And it held up. Love that thing. Being good at what we do ain't all about the gear or our ability to improvise. It's about why we do it. You got a good understanding of the why, and the how falls right into place.
My reasons are very complicated.
If they were simple, I'd be worried about you, Hunter.
We ain't built for this.
I disagree. We can still defeat my mother.
No. You and me doing this? Living weapons ain't designed to relax. Can make a fella downright resentful.
It is hard to take it easy when the world is falling apart.
For me, it's like there's always a blade stuck in my side. When I relax, it's like I can feel it twist.
How do you handle it?
Same as you. I go looking for a fight.
Does it work?
Not always, but it's enough to dull that blade. If I didn't know better, I'd think you read my mind.
Pretty sure I misheard you, Logan. It kind of sounded like you were asking for help.
I don't make a habit of it, but I figured I could reach out to someone I trust.
What could I possibly help you with?
I see Robbie wasting hours with this thing, and I can't figure it out. It's more complex than most advanced Shi'ar technology.
And you want my assistance? You realize I have been dead in a grave for as long as video games have existed. That contraption is one step down from witchcraft, in my opinion.
Come on, it's never too late to learn a new skill. This'll be educational for both of us. I'm just gonna push this button and see what happens. Well, so much for that. So, what do you like to do for fun?
My life is hunting and sleeping. That is it. I do not have time for fun.
Well, that's a damn shame. Life without fun ain't worth living.
Before Caretaker brought me back to stop Lilith, I was not living.
Always gotta be a wise ass. I heard the game on here has some crazy dancing mushrooms. It'd be fun to show you.
But the device does not seem to be cooperating. So what are you going to do now?
There was a time when I would have popped a claw and spiked this thing into the garbage.
But not now?
You've got me thinking positive thoughts these days, Hunter. So, I'm gonna find Robbie or Peter. I'll pop a claw and make him show me how to turn it on.
I was thinking of doing something nice for Strange. You know, to show him how much he's appreciated. He was the only one who took a chance on me after, what happened. Anyway, I was wondering if you had any ideas.
That is very kind of you, Wanda.
Yeah, well, he deserves it. Strange isn't a homemade card or flowers kind of person, so gifts are out of the question. Maybe a fancy meal?
Please do not destroy the kitchen. It would pain Nico greatly.
Fair point. But I can't just leave him with nothing.
Have you ever told Strange how much you appreciate what he has done for you? That would be a kind gesture.
Huh. I guess I haven't. I think you're onto something, Hunter. I'll figure it out. Underneath the cape of pretension, there's a real gem of a human. Don't tell Steven that, though. It'll go straight to his head.
It's been so long since I've prayed. I'm afraid I forgot how. Maybe you can help me find my way a little better?
It has been a while since I have seen you here, Sarah.
I guess when you live forever, places of worship take on a different significance. It doesn't seem so important to turn to a high power when you're not faced with the inevitability of death. But now, death, to even us immortals, is becoming an inescapable inevitability. So here I am, asking for guidance. But the Elder Gods are long gone. Only whispers of their power remain. So I've been sitting here quietly, trying to listen to whatever advice they have to offer, if any.
Well, I do not think they would advise you to sit here and wonder about what they would or would not say. They would want you to act.
Yes, but act how? Perhaps I should be asking Agatha. She would know better than I on what to do. Her spirit has only made herself known for one night, and she's already done more to heal the wounds of this team than I have in 6 months.
Do not be so hard on yourself. You have been focused on the mission.
Yes, but I feel like I've neglected the well-being of my team.
No, Sarah. You have been keeping us alive. There will be plenty of time for more healing after we defeat Lilith. I do hope we get that chance.
If we survive, I hope to learn more soft skills from her. She was always the more maternal one out of the two of us.
I will not argue with you there. Well, I should leave you to your prayers.
Let's hope someone answers them. Thank you, Hunter, but I'd like to be left alone to my thoughts now.
You need to go easier on Sarah, kid.
What brought that up?
I've seen how you are together. You're always circling each other, waiting for the other one to pounce.
She started it. She can choose to end it.
It's good that you don't back down, most of the time. But you're too busy fighting to see what it's doing to her. I don't think you understand how much your death affected her, and neither of you get how much your resurrection brought it all back. When you run into someone you thought was gone for years, learning otherwise can produce some intense feelings.
I understand. Thank you. You have shown me a better way to look at this.
Don't flatter me, kid. I don't have secret knowledge. It's all instinct with me.
They are good instincts.
All right, I don't mind a little flattery. Just think about what I said. I've spent more time around Sarah than you. Trust me, she'll come around. I guess I could do that again.
Did Sarah ever tell you how we first met?
Let me guess. A friendly conversation in a library?
Eventually. But first, we faced each other in the Abbey grounds, prepared to do battle.
I cannot see the two of you as anything but old friends.
Our relationship is typically warm and collegial. Except for that day when it was cold and martial. You see, I'd stumbled upon the Abbey despite its many wards. The stink of the Darkhold drew me to your resting place. As I attempted to locate that vile tome, Sarah nearly took my head off with magic as old as the world. She thought me a sorcerous scavenger come to exhume you.
Her opening strikes are rarely evaded. I am glad her first salvo missed.
As am I. You are both wonderful company. I would hate to have missed out on it on account of death.
So, how did your face-off end?
Agatha arrived, asked why we were standing with arms outstretched like fashionable zombies, and invited me in for tea.
This I can imagine.
One arched eyebrow ended a sorcerer's duel. For all my mystical mettle, Agatha was at times the strongest of us all. A joy to spend time with you, Hunter.
Are you all right? You have not said much.
It's hard to explain.
You could try.
The Abbey is just... I don't know how to put this, but it's too quiet.
Magic's portal scares the birds away. Tony's machines beep incessantly. And the forge, sometimes it wails.
You get used to all that pretty quick. I think I'm homesick. This is the longest I've ever been from the neighborhood, from Gabe. I think it's getting to me. I know I can't go home until this is over, but knowing doesn't make it easier.
Why not bring Gabe to the Abbey?
Nah, I can't put him in danger. If anything happened to him, well, I think Sparky would be the one scared of me. Hey, after all this, if you ever need to get away, you're always welcome to crash at my place.
Are you certain?
Friends are always welcome in my home. Oh, speaking of which, you and Parker will need to fight over who gets the couch and who gets the air mattress. Oh, I gotta show this off to the team.